She forgot to fed me, and I ate her hamster. She doesn't know it yet, though.
Do you have any mud? Us bears like to eat mud to keep us from getting up to poo in the winter.
Sometimes I wish I couldn't understand you.
I am sober, I can assure you. I'm good to fly!
Hi everyone. Yes, those are full HD and it was generated by these GGUF workflows, a text to image and a image to image workflow. Now, before I go into the whole thing and before I let you know about all the file sources and everything, I would just like to thank everyone who subscribed to my channel. I am honestly, I don't even know what to say. Like, this is amazing. Thank you so much. The amount of people that subscribed, I am just eternally grateful. This is insane. So I think I'm gonna probably make a bit more of these workflow videos and some of the explanations, and please let me know in the comments what you're curious about, or even if there's like a workflow that you want to try out but maybe your computer is not strong enough and you're just considering maybe getting like a cloud PC, but before getting it you just want someone to try it out. Like I'm trying to you know, get some stuff here, like what the audience would like to know, and I'm willing to try some stuff out if you want. Just make sure it's not some shady stuff, okay? The second thing is that the Discord itself, there is also an insane amount of people who join the Discord. I created some channels for the Discord. You can just join anytime you want if you would like to. There is a bunch of channels now here, and I'm uploading, like anytime I upload a video, I'm gonna create a thread for these workflows, and you can just download the whole workflow. There is links for the files and models that I use for the workflows. And I made a workflow discussion channel where people can talk about some stuff that either works or don't work. So made a post your AI videos or images channel because I'm kind of curious what you guys are making with these workflows that I'm creating. So feel free to join the Discord. It's going to be down in the description. And as I have said in the last video, the way to find these links, you just have to scroll down a little bit because I assume we're all using a PC. I mean, please let me know if you know a phone, if you're watching this on your phone, that can actually do these things, because I am willing to buy it. Like, I want to know, but I'm assuming that we're all using a PC or maybe a laptop here. You open the description in the YouTube video, and then there are some stuff, links, and this is the Discord channel. You can just click on it and join the Discord. Now, there are some links that I want to mention for these workflows. They both use or able to use the same models from all these links. The first one is the LoRa detailer. So the normal LoRa detailer is bigger than this. You can use this one if you are really in need of some VRAM or lacking some VRAM. So I'm gonna post this link in there. It's good. It's good, but you know, it's not gonna be like as good. But I only used it on 0.60 strength. So maybe if I crank it up, I guess to like 1, maybe it's gonna be better. But it definitely does improve your video. And then there's the distilled LoRa. It will definitely improve your video. It's just probably not gonna improve it as much as the large one. And I kind of noticed that if I use this one, it was more likely that it wasn't exactly too clear with my weak prompt of which character is supposed to talk as a male voice and which character is supposed to talk as a female voice.
After the 18-wheeler went through my cousins, I ate a little bit of them because I wanted to know the taste. Okay, maybe let's cut here and...
So that was something that I noticed on the smaller version of the distilled LoRa. But they're working. They're just not as good as the original one. But if you are really in need of some smaller size, you can use these. They work. You can download these GGUF files, but these are huge. Like, this is the only notable size, the LTX2K GGUF, that's 8 gigabytes. It's going to be like a friendly size out of all of these. Each and every one of them is like just bigger. And what I would recommend to do if you are like really looking for something really small, to just get the smallest one from here, one of the 7 gigabyte versions. Pay attention to what you're downloading, because if you download the distilled version, then you can't, like, it's not like you can't, but you shouldn't use the distilled lora. I haven't done a distilled model test yet on these workflows, so I'm just gonna do that in the next video, because these videos are like super long if you just go through all of these. I'm actually trying to show you like 2 different type of workflows now, because they both kind of work with the same things. There's one more thing. This is a node pack. I don't know why, but when you upgrade comfyui, this thing is not updating or upgrading or whatever. It's just going to maybe stay the same as it stayed for me. So I'm gonna include this in the link as well. And this is just in case your GGUF loader node is gonna be weird and it's going to be like, yeah, I don't want to load that, or it's not gonna work, or you're gonna have an issue with loading the stuff that you need to load. This requirements.txt, there's a lot of people who miss the requirements. So when you click on this, this is not just there for, you know, show. These things need to be installed into your environment, your comfyui. So you need to make sure that these are installed. The Kijai version of the GGUF stuff, but I mean, these are just crazy. But Kijai has also the embeddings connector. He also has a distilled version. So if you want, you can just download the distilled version if you want to download the distilled files. As I said, I haven't done a test on those ones yet. I'm going to do it like later. The VAE files, I'm going to include these as well, because these are recommended for the GGUF, but I think it's the same thing. Now about the workflow, as you can see, this one is, for now, this one is just set to like 1280 by 728 because I was too lazy to generate again the full HD version. I was just messing around with some settings, curious about some stuff. But the one that you're gonna download, the workflow, is going to be the full HD workflow. So I'm gonna give you the full HD workflow with all the settings for the full HD. And if you want, you can lower the settings in it. You can lower the resolution. You can change some stuff if you want. It's all your decision. And this workflow is great. Like, as I have said, I don't know if I've said that, but my computer right now, what you're seeing here is not my 5090 computer. This was generated on a 4060 Ti that has 16 gigabyte of VRAM, and I only have 32 gigabytes of system RAM, which is only DDR4. It's not DDR5. This computer is not new. I bought this computer 5 years ago. And the 4060 I bought like a bit over like 1+ year ago or something, and I have used this thing like a crazy person. So yeah, that's kind of important to know. Like this thing is old, right? And this thing is actually in a available price range right now. Even though everything is going crazy in the world, this is still an available price range if you want something like this. And you can just do full HD LTX videos on it. I haven't tested the max limit because honestly, I don't want to wait that long, but I tested 10-second long full HD videos on this thing, and for me, with all these settings and the VRAM that I have and the RAM that I have on this computer, it took like 14, sometimes 12 minutes. So if someone can do it faster in a computer like this, or even if like a higher end computer like this, I'm curious how. Can you let me know? Because if you're just lowering the steps and you have like a different render time on it, then okay, cool. But I'm not interested in lowering the steps, because these are the most optimal amount of steps that creates a really good quality video. So this one is actually set to the 1280p. Like if I want to show you the other one, which is a little bit farther up. So if you look at this was a full HD 10-second long video render time. The iteration time for the first sampling steps were like 28 seconds per iteration, and then the second iteration, the second sampling was like 139 seconds per iteration. This was probably one of the best time that I got, and it took me here. Yeah, 13 minutes, 24 seconds. I don't know. I mean, if someone can do it better with the same hardware that I have on this computer, I'm curious how you do it, because I want to know. I would like to shorten my rendering times as well. But yeah, I mean, if I want to, you know, if I want to do it faster, I would go for the 5090. But for now, we're actually talking about people who don't have a 5090. We're actually talking about people who have a computer that they just want to use occasionally for like some AI, but they also want to use it to the full extent what they can do. So I'm curious if someone knows how to optimize this even better than I have now, because I think it would be beneficial for a lot of us. You can see that this is not the full HD, but even the non-full HD version is pretty good. I used the wrong seed because in the beginning, this little creature is not speaking.
After the 18-wheeler went through my cousins, I ate a little bit of them because I wanted to know the taste.
Okay, maybe let's cut here and never talk of this again.
So as you can see, the beginning is kind of like missing the lip sync, but it's just because I used the wrong seed. So sometimes you have to change the seed. And it's only because I think it's the Gemma version. Like, it's really weird. Because if you go in here, if you go into the soul of this thing, you can see that the Gemma version is not the Gemma version I showed you guys in the other video. This Gemma version has to be a GGUF version from here, this. Like, it's 4 gigabytes and 770 megabytes. So 4.7 gigabytes, which is fine because, as I said, my system can read it. Like, my VRAM, you can see that my VRAM right now is not really loaded in, but my max amount of VRAM was never over 80%, which means I have never really used over, like, I don't know, like 12.5-ish gigabytes, 13 gigabytes, something like that. And it means that I was actually going really easy on my video card. And this file, what I told you guys, comfyui actually updated it. They changed the number here, and I guess maybe they updated something else as well, because I have never had to edit it. I never got an So unless you have like a lower amount of VRAM than I do, I guess maybe you would need to edit this to either 0.1 or 0.16 or 0.2, because maybe 0.077 is actually too low for you. But for me, on 16 gigs of VRAM and 32 gigs of system RAM, even if it's DDR4, I never had to edit it. And this is from yesterday, because I updated my comfyui yesterday. So I think they did it like 2 days ago or maybe 3 days ago, just before I started using my 5090 for these things. Because on my 5090, the comfyui is actually like probably like a week old. So I think they must have updated a few things after all those tests came out from the LTX video workflows. So that's very interesting to me. But just in case, if you maybe encounter some I'll let you know that you can change that number. I can link the video in the description for that. And there's another thing which is very interesting. If you don't download this GGUF version of the Gemma, and if you try to load in something else, it's going to just straight up It doesn't matter what you set up. Doesn't matter what you do. If it's not this version, or if it's not a GGUF version of the Gemma, it's just gonna But I guess it's understandable because it should be GGUF. I'm gonna look into if there is other type of GGUF Gemmas that could be smaller, because if there is a 1 billion parameter normal Gemma that we can use for the other workflows, I am willing to bet that we could find a way smaller GGUF version for the Gemma. And everything else in this workflow is kind of the same as the other one. I put in the distilled LoRa loader because, as you can see, I'm not using any distilled models. And I put in the detailer. The detailer is down to 0.40 now. You don't need to pull it above this. You're gonna ruin details, ruin skin details. If you really, really need to pull up the detailer because there is maybe some messiness on your footage, I would recommend trying it maybe like by 5s, like 0.45, 0.50, 0.55, and 0.60. Don't go over 0.60. It's just gonna ruin your footage. And these things are sort of the same. I didn't really change anything. I didn't really add more steps in this case. I noticed that it was just perfect on 8 steps and 3 steps second sampling. The only thing that I changed is this thing. So the original VAE decoder was this, which is fine. It renders and it does its job and it does everything that it needs to. But I had like an issue with one of my videos that I made. So I was like, just in case, I'm going to drop this into the workflow and I'm going to leave this here for you. You can decide yourself. If you maybe have like an issue, like let's say you load the wrong model for something and then it just decides that this is not working, you can try it with this one. I'm just gonna leave it here. It's your decision if you want it or not. For me, I like to keep this here. It's good that it is there if this is, you know, doing something that it's not supposed to. But so far I just had one time some issue with this one, so I swapped it to this and it works. I kind of set up the numbers for it. It's fine. Like it actually works great. And it's kind of the same for the text to video workflow as well. Like it's really no different. I kind of use the same models and everything, like same model loader nodes, same everything. It's all the same. All the settings are the same. I have you can see my tests, like, okay, this is not working. Okay, this is not working. Because, okay, so I think it came with this one first, and it was just not working. And then I loaded this one, but then I realized that if you look at it, is this, so this one is like, it has like a separate part, and this one doesn't have that, and this one works, and this one just had like an issue, so I don't know. There's like so, and I think there is one more. I think there is one more GGUF loader, where it doesn't say GGUF dual clip loader or dual clip loader GGUF. It's just say like, I don't know. Anyways, yeah. So it's just, there's like 3 different types that you can use and only one of them works. So that's good to know, right? But just in case, I leave these here as well, because if you download, like there's so many people who come to the comments or the Discord that they say like, yeah, I didn't want to download your models. It's not my model. It's either a Kijai model or a GGUF or Comfy model, but they don't want to prefer those models. They want to prefer their models. I mean, all power to you. But just so you know, what I'm doing here is actually working with these things. So if you download those models, just for you guys, I leave this here. If you want to play around with your own stuff, you might find that these work with those things and maybe this one doesn't work. But if you're okay with downloading these models that Kijai gives you or that GGUF gives you, like GGUF-org or even, I don't know, Comfy or LTX, if you're okay with these models, then this workflow is going to work for you. If you're not, and if you want to test or, you know, do some experiments and stuff, then I'll leave this here for you guys and you can play around. Thank you again, everyone, for joining my Discord and subscribing to me. And if you want to get in there and just, I don't know, drop like something in the conversation or drop in something that you made, get to know some people or just talk to some people, just come around. Or if you have some issues, maybe we can fix it. I don't know, like we'll see. Yeah. All right. See you next time. Bye.